Okay, let's just get right into it. The way we find things online is going through, well, probably the biggest shakeup we have ever seen. Seriously. We're shifting from a world of blue links and search results to a world of AI just giving us the answer. And if you want to be found in that world, the old rules, they just don't work anymore. So let's break down how to actually win in this new age of AI search.
You know, for 20 years, this analogy from Rajarshi just nailed it. SEO was all about having the biggest, brightest billboard right there in Times Square, page one of Google. The whole game was just trying to get people in that massive crowd to look up and notice you. Simple as that.
But that's all changing. In this slide, it shows you the entire shift in one go. We're going from that giant impersonal billboard to a personal AI concierge. Think about that. It's a guide that whispers your name, your brand, directly into your customer's ear. The goal isn't just to be seen anymore. It's to be personally recommended.
So, what's the fundamental problem we're all dealing with right now? It's actually pretty simple, but it changes everything. Your audience, they aren't even looking at the billboards anymore. Their attention has completely moved.
This is where all the panic is coming from, right? The zero-click search. People get their answer right there from the AI, and they just never click through to a website. But here's the thing you got to remember. SEO isn't dead. No way. It has evolved into something totally new and honestly a lot more strategic.
So let's actually put a name on this new world. To really get what's happening, you have to understand the huge difference between the old way, SEO, and the new way, which we're calling GEO.
And there it is, Generative Engine Optimization, GEO. It's all about making your content so incredibly clear, so authoritative, and so well organized that AI models don't just see it, they use it. They pull out your ideas, they summarize your expertise, and this is the most important part, they cite you as the source.
Now this table really just crystallizes the whole strategic shift. With SEO, the goal was simple: win the click. You fought tooth and nail for that #1 spot. With GEO, the goal is to become the source. See the difference? You're not fighting for a ranking anymore. You're fighting for your share of voice inside the AI's actual answer.
Okay, so that's the what and the why. But what about the how? How do we actually do this? Well, the good news is there's a pretty clear playbook emerging. So let's walk through the 5 big strategies you need to know to start optimizing for this new AI world.
So here's the game plan. First, you got the 60-word rule. Got to be concise. Second, you absolutely have to provide information gain. Give the AI something new. Third, build that entity authority everywhere online, not just your site. Fourth, got to clear out any technical roadblocks so the AI can actually read your stuff. And finally, you have to structure your data so a machine doesn't just read it, it understands it. Let's zoom in on a couple of those.
Okay, let's talk about step 2, information gain. An AI can write generic fluff all day long. If you want to get cited, you have to give it something it can't make up: your unique data, your original research, your expert opinion. And this quote right here, it shows you the real cost of getting this wrong. We're talking a 40% traffic drop. That's real.
And for step 3, you have to think way beyond your own website. These AI engines are looking for something called entity authority. They're checking you out across the entire web, forums, videos, social media, to see if you're a real trusted expert. Even when people mention your brand without a link, that counts. It's all a signal of trust. Okay, so if we're getting fewer clicks, how on earth do we prove that any of this is actually working? Well, it means we have to totally redefine what a win even looks like. Seriously, we have to stop mourning the click. The click was never the real goal anyway, was it? It was just how we got to the goal. The game's changed, so our scoreboard has to change too. This little chart tells the whole story. Yeah, your overall raw traffic might go down. Fine, but look at the other bar. The people who do show up on your site after an AI recommends you, they are so much more qualified. They are ready to act. You're getting less volume, maybe, but much, much higher quality. So what this really means is we need a new scoreboard with totally new metrics. Instead of clicks, we track citation frequency. How often is the AI quoting you? Instead of just rankings, we measure our share of voice inside the AI's answers. And at the end of the day, it's all about high-intent conversions. Those are the numbers that actually matter now. Now here's maybe the most powerful and kind of counterintuitive idea in this whole thing. You'd think that in a world flooded with AI content, the key is to be more robotic, right? Well, it's the exact opposite. The path to winning is to become more human. And that's really the whole thing right here.
GEO is not about writing for robots. It's about taking your deep, human expertise and structuring it so a robot can understand it, while at the same time injecting it with so much of your unique personality and your real experience that other humans can't help but connect with you. Authenticity is now the ultimate optimization strategy.
So, we end right back where we started. That personal AI concierge, it's here, it's whispering recommendations into your customers' ears right now. And the only question you need to ask yourself is, have you done the work to make sure it knows your name?